Welcome to Camille Cherie episode number 12. You guys, we are at 12 weeks. Yes, can you believe it? Thank you guys so much. Yes, thank you guys so much. Because at the end of the day, without you all, I would be unable to be motivated. Woo! So that is the episode. Today, episode 12, we will be talking about staying motivated. Now, I will share with you guys how I stay motivated, and I encourage you, any of you that watch the podcast, comment below and share how you stay motivated. That way others can get some assistance from you, right? We are in this together, you guys. So in order for us to stay motivated together, we gotta stick together, okay? So if you want to share some of your tools and your tips on how you stay motivated, I encourage you to please share them in the comments below. Now I'm gonna share with y'all how I stay motivated, because we all know staying motivated is the number one key to keeping yourself going. And in order to stay motivated, you are the only one that can truly motivate yourself. You guys, we got to realize that everything starts with our minds, and our mind can be the biggest gamester. Yeah, you heard me. Okay. Our minds can play the biggest game and biggest trick on us, and we fail to realize we're doing it to ourselves. When we start thinking of things that are blocking us as far as lack, and when we start doubting what we're capable of doing as far as our skill and our talent, and when we look at ourselves and say, oh, I don't have a degree, I don't have a college degree, see that right there? Never do that. You're bashing yourself. First of all you need is you. That's it. That's it. And once you continue to work on yourself every single day, every single chance that you get to stay motivated, to stay focused, and stay leading your life with intention, I'm telling you, my friends, do it. Because our mind can and will be, a lot of the times through our journey, our own worst enemy. Meaning that we are our own worst enemy. We start to think of things that we can't do or things that we don't have. And that right there is a blockage. Once you start thinking about lack, once you start thinking about the things that you are without, it blocks you and it keeps you from obtaining the things that you know you want and that you know you need. And that, my friend, is you being your own worst enemy. Staying motivated, it's so difficult, especially with what's going on around us. So how I stay motivated is I use meditation. And when I say meditation, it ain't your normal meditation. It's not what you think. A lot of people think that, oh, meditating is sitting still, closing your eyes, going within. Wrong. Meditating is every single second of your life, because you have got to be able to tell your mind and tell yourself and your thoughts, after you fed yourself a negative thought, you have got to counteract it with another one. My friend, if you are capable of doing that, you're meditating. That is meditation. When you are able to teach your mind, because we've got to teach ourselves. We were never taught this, that we conjure up things in our mind. A lot of the times we'll conjure up false misconcepts of someone else. Even ourselves, we will start thinking things about ourselves that we conjured up in our minds, then we start to create it. See, a lot of the times we don't realize that our mind is the start of everything that we do. Everything. It all starts here. It starts in the mind, your thoughts. Okay? If y'all remember watching the witch movies back in the day, and they were like, oh, we're going to conjure up a spell. Listen, you are always conjuring something up in your mind. Make sure when you are that you are counteracting any thought of fear, any thought of doubt, any thought of regret, that you're counteracting that thought with a thought that you know will bring you back. Okay? That's meditation. And it is so difficult. That's what I said earlier, just a couple minutes ago. We, our minds, our own worst enemy, because we will conjure something up and we will believe it so heavily, even though we could be false. And we see that a lot going on right now. That will be wrong as hell, but we'll still think that we are right up here. And that right there comes with discernment. But you, my friend, got to be able to check yourself from the door, and that's here. We fail to realize our mind is the start of every single thing we do, and it is the end of every single thing we do. So when you start with something here, if you end with something else, whatever you start or end with here will be your result that you get in your physical out there. And once you start to believe that you are the magician of your own life, and that when you have a thought of doubt, you quickly change it to a thought of I can, I will, I am. Because we have got to remember we are. You are my friend. I am my friend, whatever I choose to be. And it starts right here. So if I tell myself I can't do that, then guess what? I'm already blocking myself. So staying motivated takes a lot of work. And a lot of times that we think, oh, we can go watch a podcast, right? Or we can listen to a motivational book, right? Wrong. Because you can watch podcasts and you can listen to motivational books all day. However, if you fail to act on what you have listened to or watched, you'll still stay in that same spot, my friend. Only you can get you up and moving and motivated. You can hear inspiration. Hey, I want to be a catalyst to get you motivated, but you, my friend, have to be the one to get the motion once you get that motivation. Okay? Because with the motivation, without the motion, you're going to be stuck like some lotion. Okay? You got to. You heard me. Without the motivation, and you with the motivation, without the motion, you're gonna be stuck like some lotion. Okay? Oh, that's the time, y'all. That's the time. Let me turn this timer off. But you guys, in all honesty, it starts with you. When you have doubt, change it with yes. When you have fear, change it with courage. And when you have doubt, change it with a leap of faith. You guys, I'm going to leave y'all with one of my quotes from my book. Get inspired, stay inspired, start inspiring. The book is on my website, clhpublishing.com. They're only $9.99. I'm telling you, this is a great tool to get you some motivation. But you guys, I'm going to leave you guys with a quote. Oh, and look, I had it on here. Oh, here it goes. Smile regardless of your troubles. Remember, it could be worse, but it will only get better. You just gotta believe, my friend. Change your mindset. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. It's flywithme32. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Camille in the Lion's Den. And y'all follow me on TikTok. It's Camille H Fly. Thank you guys so much for your support. I truly, truly, truly appreciate y'all. Episode 12 is one for the books. How are you staying motivated? Let me know in the comments below.